Guess where I am? Or 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 guess where I am? Guess where I am? To be honest, it's a bit of a trip of first for me, and I've been a bit nervous, with good reason, so I'll explain that a bit later. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name's Stu, so I hope you're going to enjoy what you see, and we'll stick around, because I'm off on another getaway. Harry the campervan's over there, so he's parked all up for the night. I've just come here, I'm just sheltered out the wind because it's a bit windy today, as you'll see later. I've got a few nerves on this trip, as I've lost my wingman Jane. She's still with me, of course, she's in the van, but I'm now going to be running the channel solo. So that's also exciting, to be perfectly honest, though, as I can do things differently and deliver content to you in a slightly different way. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Also, as you'll see, we're in a different location. I don't know if you've guessed it, but we're actually in just west of Sherbourg. It's over there. We actually arrived about 3 hours ago. We're at a place called Port de Querqueville. I hope I've pronounced that right. We're parked up for the night here. But we came across the France a different way. We normally cross the channel by the tunnel, but we've actually come a different way, so we'll share that with you. All getaways start somewhere, so let's wind back the clock to where it all began. Well, we didn't get very far. An unhealthy sausage roll to start the journey.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. If all the things you never show, there are the things I want you to know.
So that's taken us about 3.5 hours, probably 4. The weather was pretty foul on the way down in places, really tipped it down, but it's brightened up now, so I think that storm's passed. Haven't struggled to find a car park. It's probably more my confidence, weirdly enough. I haven't been out for, let's say, some time in the van while camping, and so it's went to a couple of places, but we're actually not far from, we're about 20 minutes from where the ferry is, so it'll be okay for overnight, this little woodland car park. So it's interesting how your confidence goes. I mean, I got quite well into wild camping, as you know, watching the channel. But as I said, we just realised we haven't wild camped since we came back from Poland, which was just about 12 months ago, just over 12 months in fact. And so just arriving at those first few campsites, I was almost talking myself out, and there was nothing wrong with them, could have stopped, to be honest. But we found a bigger site and we're okay, but it just takes you a bit of a while to get back into it. For me, it's just my lack of probably confidence and probably more anxiety, but you know, within a few days in France, which is so much easier anyway, I'm sure I'll get straight back into it. The wind's dropped, so I think I'm okay being here. I think the only danger is acorns falling on our head. What would you do? Looks like there may be some increased winds as we cross tomorrow. So first night's an easy tea. Just already had some pre-made chicken dinner really from the other day that I've had some spices to, and some mashed potato that I'm just frying. Nice and easy. Good morning. It's what time is it? It's 6:41. Had a bit of a broken sleep, so I don't know why this is such a shock, but parking under trees when it's raining, when the drips start to come, they're like boulders out of the sky. So that woke me up a few times. Plus the usual. I know I'm getting up in the morning, so I'm always awake. So it was a bit of a broken sleep, but it was okay. It's stopped raining now, and I think it might be a bit clearer today, so hopefully the crossing will be okay. I think the wind's died down, so we're just going to start making our way down to the port, which is only about 20 minutes away. Just going to finish our cup of tea, and we're going to be off.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm in the right place.
Sherbourg.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets on board?
No.
No. Let's put you in lane 17, please.
Thank you.
17.
Thank you.
Yeah. 17. Check in. All right, you're going to have to check me in. Look at all the camper vans.
Nice lady.
So we're just pulling out of Poole Harbour. It's a bit of a drizzly day, to be honest. So it's going to take us about 4 hours. I was surprised the amount of motorhomes and campervans. I don't know why I'm surprised, but they're obviously all heading south to the sun, I'm guessing. I don't blame them. So we reserved a couple of seats, probably best thing I did, to be honest, because they're nice and comfortable for 4 hours. Because if you go up into the canteen areas, they're a bit harder seats at the end of the day. They were only 10 quid for two of us, so 5 quid each. So I'd probably do that again. That's probably worthwhile. So the wind's just picked up now. I've just found a quiet corner. So when you come on, we went on the lower deck. They do ask you if you're okay with walking the stairs. So I must admit, Jane was huffing and puffing a bit on the second landing. So if you don't want to do that, then go on the upper decks and just say so, and you can park your van there. When you're on here, there's sort of two restaurants. There's sort of cafe area, which has got a small light, I guess, pastries and that type of thing. So we just had a hot chocolate and a pastry. But they do a full English restaurant in the main restaurant. They stopped doing that about an hour in by the looks of it. But this looks like a good selection there, usual thing, to be honest. And there's the usual duty-free shop there if you want. So things have changed on board ship. It's gone really rough outside. I've stopped people going outside, and people are being sick. In fact, Jane's been sick as well. So we've got another hour to go. So hopefully she can make it.
S'il vous plaît, tous les passagers motorisés peuvent maintenant rejoindre leur véhicule dans le garage.
Bonjour, thank you. Bonjour and thank you, all in one sentence, so the communication challenges start. It's time to focus on driving as I pass through Cherbourg. Right here.
Yeah, I'm in the right place.
Right.
As long as I'm in the middle.
So we're going to hopefully park up is over there. They look great, don't they? They do. Should we have one of those? €2, yeah. As ever, the food in France is just amazing. The Leclerc we come to, and it's huge, it's got everything. So we're really enjoying this experience.
You have arrived at your destination.
So this little getaway is going to be sort of two little mini adventures really. I'm going to share with you the Cherbourg Peninsula, the east side of the Cherbourg Peninsula, so that'll be just a short little mini series of a couple of episodes, I guess, and then we'll traverse over to the Loire Valley, which, to be honest, we've been trying to go to the Loire Valley 2 or 3 times this year. We've had to cancel for all sorts of family reasons and that, so it's nice to actually get over here and actually get to the Loire Valley, hopefully. Well, what a lovely spot this is. I have to keep reminding myself that we're so lucky to be able to travel like this and go to places like this and bring our campervan Harry. And it's just like bringing the lounge and setting up the lounge in front of a different view. For those of you who've got a campervan or a motorhome, you'll know what I mean. As ever, when you travel in France, there's always history all around you, and you find those little footprints of history and chase them. And I'll share that with you as we go. I'm pretty sure this would have been in World War II where a gun might have been, I would imagine. So Fort de Courqueville is obviously sea-facing fort, and it was built in 1787. It was ordered by Louis XVI, obviously to protect the Cherbourg area. And like most things in this area, was used by the Germans in World War II as an outpost as well. So on the right here, there's the remains of a port platform, from what I can gather. It's known as, I'm probably going to say this wrong, but the Quatre Pattes. It was used at the end of the Second World War to unload large oil tankers, I guess, for the war effort and logistics. It's obviously fallen into a bit of disrepair now. I think it constitutes a bit of a danger to passing ships, so it's got some buoys around it. Over there's Cherbourg, but there's this huge breakwater. I think it was actually constructed quite long ago, to be honest. It was in the 19th century. There's a lighthouse there at the end, where it's a lighthouse, more of a beacon, I think. And then there's a fort that was constructed. So the fort ahead of us, I think it's called Fort de Chavanac. It's a triangular fortress. It was built in around about 1854. And it actually sits on top of a rock, apparently. And it was obviously part of forming Cherbourg's main harbour defences, I guess. So it's a fair old walk down here, I have to say. This breakwater is huge. Goes a long way. It's quite windy, as we know, when we came across the ferry. But it's not cold. Looks like they got a crack in the fort there. Somebody needs to go and do some grouting. That's not going to be an easy job. We were saying, for such a big breakwater, it deserves a bigger light and beacon than that. We've obviously blocked off these little window areas. I guess storage for gunpowder or whatever. There's the equivalent breakwater over there. That's got a bit more of a lighthouse on it there. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please give me a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It just means that we're in your favourites effectively. And why don't you share us with social media, because that will really help me, to be honest. Well, I'm going to end this episode here now, just as we settle down for the night. I'm going to have some tea, but don't miss the next episode, because we're going to stay in the area. We're actually going to go back into Cherbourg town. We notice most people get off the ferry and turn left and start travelling south to get to their destinations, but they miss out Cherbourg itself. So there's a couple of things I've noticed in Cherbourg that I want to go and see, so we'll share those in the next episode, so stay tuned on that.